Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report for the past 24 hours for the day of 1315 for the 30th of September. We have a few frontline changes. The Ukrainian mapping deep state UA did not publish a report. So all we have today is either pro-Russian or is geolocation, which is actually what I prefer more, geolocation. So the first one is over in the Borova front. Very interesting. We haven't have updates from Borova front for some time. This time around is over Andrievka, Boriska, Andrievka. So there is a geolocation of Russian forces over this trench line or fortification. The fact that they are here probably means that this entire area here is taken by the Russian forces. This is a bit of more liberal in terms of the mapping. Yeah, so it's not as conservative as I usually do. But I because if I map it in a certain way, it doesn't feel very sensible. It's going to create some salient that is going to get a bit impossible. So I'm going to just map it in a general sense, and we shall see how that goes. The advance at the minimum is 1.3 kilometers and the maximum is 2.5. So quite a bit of an advance. So we shall see how this continue to develop. And we move on to the next frontline change is over in Zarichne, over in the Liman front. So this Liman, over in Zarishne, there is this two frontline change. It is based on geolocation. So this is Zarishne is under attack, and the Russians have claimed to have captured it since 25th of September. So it's been some time. And we finally have geolocation confirming the full capture, to geolocation confirming the full capture of Zarichne. So all of this area here is now confirmed to be captured by the Russian forces. The Russian mapping, however, extended further to include the western part of Torske. So this is also allegedly taken. So this is the frontline change in this sector here in Zarichne, which concludes the battle for Zarichne. So that's basically it. The battle will now move towards Liman. So the next frontline change after this is over in Donovka. So this piece here is also a geolocation. So Russian forces have been geolocated over here. So this is the Rybyanka, Donovka. Previously we have geolocation of Russian forces entering into this village here. This village we previously called this Siversk. There's also another name I think called Yamar, and it could also be called, like, there's a lot of different name for it. I don't think it's important. It's a very irrelevant village. Basically we have previously mapped it like this. So now the Russian forces advance further with this advance in this sector here. The advance here is around probably only 400 meters, as I think the Russians are slowly reaching where the Ukrainian defense line is, which I believe is over here on the outskirts of Donovka. So which is why I think the advance have slowed down. And let's see, the problem with Donovka is the Russians could potentially flank it from the rear. So that's something to take note of. After Donovka, the next frontline change is over in Shakov. So over in the Evil Rabbit front, basically the Pokrovsk breakout zone. In the North Pokrovsk front, there is the Russian mapping. Basically, they map it this way. There's a more straightened front line. So it's a small change. It's just a claim, but it makes sense because a straighter front line would make a lot more sense than a very crooked one. And our rabbit is turning into some kind of a weird chicken or something. So after the Shakov, the last frontline change is over in the Komar front. So just now we were here, and over in the Komar front, there is a frontline change over in Poltavka. So this is the geolocation as well. Russian forces geolocated on the eastern, entering in from the east of Poltavka. Oh my God, it's not loading. Yeah, give me a second. Let me make it load. Yeah, so it finally loaded. So Russian forces geolocated, basically entering into Poltavka from the east, which means the Russian forces have advanced here. This is a bit more conservative in terms of mapping because I could have mapped it like the entire area here. But I tried this one. I tried to be a bit more conservative because of the possibility of Ukrainians still maybe defending here. So which is why I just map it like this. The advance here is around 1.5 kilometers, and this begins the battle for Poltavka, or it could potentially means the start of the pincer of Poltavka. And on top of that, we have this advance of over here. This could also lead to a three-pronged attack on Poltavka, and that will basically kill off the town really fast. So that's all the frontline changes in the past 24 hours. I'm gonna leave this as the background. So let's do some calculation of the total area captured. As usual, for those that are not familiar with, this is for entertainment purposes. Don't take it seriously. This is not scientific. So 4.35 plus 3.28 plus 1.6 plus 1.6. Okay, 7. Okay, redo. 4.35 plus 3.28 plus 1.6 plus 1.6 plus 2.41. Total area capture is 13.24 square kilometers. So that's it. So thank you for watching. So 13.24 is not at the 20 square kilometers range. This is more like a 10 square kilometers range. This is partly contributed because the Ukrainian mapping did not update. So if not, the Ukraine mapping tends to also give up more grounds. But maybe to them there's no frontline change, so they have no reports. Maybe. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe. Happy birthday to you if your birthday today, and I'll see you guys in the next update.